Hey, what's up, guys? This is Spoonie. As you can see, I got a number of books recently. They were all actually found at my local dollar store, Dollarama here in Canada, and these were $5 a pop. Incredible deal. Anyways, let's just get right into it because I got a number of stuff here. Okay, so after I remove the wrapping here, you can see I have the Eagle Moss collection of Superman Earth 1. Now, this is actually was released in 3 original graphic novels. Sorry, just to start off with, the fact that I got 3 of these for $5. Um, this whole book, I probably should have looked it up beforehand. I could imagine this book going for at least like 40, 50 Canadian, which is basically what I paid for the whole stack. Now, I do have the second volume, like volume 2 out of the 3 that are collected here, and I will be sort of getting rid of that in the way that I like to do. And otherwise, I've not read any of this. JMS is typically a pretty good writer, obviously, a great Spider Man run, and yeah, love Superman, so hopefully, this will be cool. So the first book I'm talking about here is The Flash. This is the New 52 era, Volume 4, Reverse. This introduces the Reverse Flash to the New 52 universe. Um, I know that it's not Eobard Thawne and it's not Hunter Zolomon, but I'm not really sure who this is. I think, well, I know they do bring back Zoom at some point later on down the line in this run. The thing that I think is really cool about this one is the fact that, okay, so this is volume 4, which means adding to my collection, I now have 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. So I got all of these at the dollar store actually, and there's 7 of these, so that would be about $35 that I paid here, and I think I paid 3 or 4 for some of them. But if you can see that Canadian cover price, $33.99. Now this is the hardcover. The soft cover is usually about $10 less. 17, 18 bucks. So for the cost of basically 2 of these, I've got pretty much the whole run. I have not read actually any of this stuff. If you have followed my channel at all, you might know that I am not or was not a huge fan of the New 52 era. I sort of dipped out of comics and DC anyways around that time, but buying this stuff so cheap has allowed me to get back into it. So, yeah, I'm one step closer to being able to sit down and read this thing. And so, keeping the run of New 52 collections going, this is Wonder Woman Volume 2 Guts. And again, the thing about this that is really exciting for me is that I have a lot of the rest of the run. So adding this in, I now have number 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, which I believe is the whole thing. Where does this end off? No, there was a volume 9 somewhere. Okay. I did buy the first one when it originally came out, but everything else since, with the exception of Flesh, I got that from a dear friend to the channel, Boomer the Nerd. But everything else I've got at the dollar stores. So yeah, I'm 2 volumes away from having the complete run for less than 50 bucks. So yeah, good deal. Staying on the Wonder Woman trip, we've got the DC Rebirth Volume 3. Now, this was written by Greg Rucka. He's really good on Wonder Woman. And again, like with the other volume, this adds to my collection. So I now have volumes 3, 4, 5. I actually did read 4 and 5, and they are quite good, but it will be nice to get a little more detail on the story. And Liam Sharp's a good artist. So this is Teen Titans New 52 Volume 2, The Culling. This is the second volume, and already a number of titles in New 52. Like within the first year, they were already doing crossovers. So, sorry, there were two Legion of Superheroes titles going on at the time. There was a Legion of Superheroes, and there was a Legion Lost. And the Legion Lost were, I don't know if they were supposed to be from the old continuity. Anyways, they were stranded in our time period, and because they're teenagers with superpowers, they were pit against the Teen Titans in this kind of survival of the fittest thing. This issue suffers because it does, or this volume suffers because it doesn't have the Legion Lost issues. So you're missing parts of the story. And likewise, if you bought the Legion Lost second volume, you'd be only getting that half. So you either have to buy both, or they also released a volume where it's both stories collected together into one. So it's annoying if you only really want to read the one series. I did not like the first volume, but I did not like a lot of the new 52 stuff. I just, yeah, the new characters actually were interesting, um, but I don't like this new take on some of these existing characters. Here I've got Gotham Academy, the second semester, volume one. Guessing that there was a original Gotham Academy season that was short lived, like a mini or maxi, and then this is like a second one. This I think is from that cringy We Are Robin time period where like all the kids in Gotham can be Robin. He's a it's a movement. It's not just a person. Um, yeah, I know very little about this. I don't want to say it's good or that it's bad. My theory is that they're trying to do some kind of like Harry Potter type thing. I don't know if that's supposed to be Clarion there, the witch boy that they're bringing in. Anyways, no expectations on this. So here you've got World of Krypton was a mini series, some point, sorry, during the Superman Rebirth era, I believe. That's written by Robert Venditti, who was doing all the Green Lantern books for a while there. He had a really good run on them. Problem is the art. Michael Avon Oeming, he created and he wrote and drew Powers for Image. It was adapted into a TV show for like 2 seasons, and some of his figures, like, don't they look stumpy? I mean, to me, that just he looks weird. I appreciate Powers. It was more realistic characters. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the series. Basically, like some cops are trying to investigate the murder of a superhero. I've only read the first arc, but so it's more grounded. Like it is, there are superheroes in it, but it is more of like a grounded kind of crime story that just happens to be set in a colorful world. And yeah, I find Krypton stories to be hit or miss. I do like the post Infinite Crisis, the world of Krypton, world of Smallville, world of Metropolis, trifecta of minis there. But I know they've kind of since reverted to the Silver Age interpretation of Krypton. Anyways, I like Superman, so hopefully this miniseries can be somewhat entertaining. This is Justice League from the Rebirth era. This is Volume 6, People versus the Justice League, written by Christopher Priest, who's a very good writer. And from what I understand, based off of the back blurb, is that something happens and the Justice League are blamed for the death of an innocent person or persons or something like, oh, why didn't you protect them or something. I don't really know. Anyways, so this is kind of the end of. This is leading into the end of the Justice League. I do have Volume 7, the one that comes after this, and it is the end of the rebirth run of the Justice League. Basically, um, the Justice League satellite falls out of space or something into some like war torn nation, and they have to stand down against some like some dictator or it's actually it reads a lot better than how I'm describing it. Again, Christopher Priest is a very good writer. So, it'll be cool to kind of see what led to that point where they're literally, the world is crashing down around them. Oh, Shaggy Man. So, yeah. Okay, so this is Injustice, Year 3, Volume 1. It's based off the video games. This actually, I think, takes place between the first and second game, and it sets the stage for a lot of the storyline that's going on. I believe, obviously, as you can see here, year 3 is all about the magic users of the DCU and whether they're going to take the side of the totalitarian Superman or the freedom loving Batman. Now, like with the Wonder Woman and Flash books, I have a bunch of these already. So, adding that in, now I have um, the Year Zero, Ground Zero, Volume 2. I have Year 2, Volume 1. I have Year 3, Volume 1, which I just got, and then Volume 2, so I can read the whole thing. Year 4, I have the whole thing. And Year 5, obviously, I just have the final volume. Number 3 was the last one before they go into the Injustice 2 video game. So, again, one step closer to having the whole series. I will probably read years 3 and 4 because I seem to have all of them. But, maybe if it's really good, I'll go read the rest of it. And you always save the best for last. So here we go with Wonder Woman yet again. Now, this is Wonder Woman Warbringer, the graphic novel. It was written by a woman named Leigh Bardugo, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but it was adapted into a comic format by Louise Simonson, who's a legendary writer, and Kit Seaton, who I've never heard of before. Now, let me just kind of flip to the back here. So this is what it's based off of. They had a series of novels for young adults or whatever. You can see there's a Batman, Catwoman, Superman one as well. And I believe they've all been adapted. In fact, the last bit of this book is actually sort of a preview of the Batman one. So I don't know much about this other than obviously that's our point of view character, so somehow she finds out she's an Amazon, or she ends up on Themyscira, or I mean, it's probably not very clever, but it is the first and only DC graphic novels for young adults branded book that I have. So I guess it holds a special place because it's the only thing from this line that I've read. So there you have it. That's a haul of general DC Universe books from the dollar store, all at $5 a pop. So this was a very successful trip because I got them all in one spot too. Yeah, so I don't know what else to say about these books. Obviously, if you've seen my videos, you can tell the format's a little different here. I just really wanted to get this stuff out there because I know there's some people who do kind of watch these and then keep an eye out for stuff at their local stores. If you find stuff, feel free to share it. I always like to hear about people's successful hauls. And otherwise, just, thank you for your time. See ya.